Derrick Lewis once again added to his legend on Saturday with a knockout of Rodrigo Nascimento in the UFC St. Louis headliner. A classic Lewis performance in this, more or less. There's some clinch work, some grappling, some crazy strikes thrown by him, attempted flurries, all that kind of stuff, and eventually he catches an opponent and an exchange, lands some hammer fists on Nascimento as he's trying to get him to the ground after staggering him, and ultimately finishes the job for the knockout, his 15th in the UFC, extending his own record on that front. And that was where the party was just getting started for Derrick Lewis. We saw everything that happened in the aftermath. He takes the shorts off, he moons the crowd, he fans Nascimento with the shorts on the mat, throws his cup into the media row, who was caught by a media member who made himself very well known in the aftermath of this fight. But Lewis just continuing to do what's made him great and beloved for so many years, a staple of the UFC, one of the funnest personalities and fighters they've ever had, and just a commodity. You see why he's headlined 12 shows and why he's someone the UFC reliably continues to go to. At 39 years old, what does he really have left? Probably not too many more of these type of wins. If it's this type of competition like Nascimento, I think he can do this for another few years probably, but we see what happens when he goes against those top guys at heavyweight. It turns into quite a struggle for Lewis, but I do think there is still fun, exciting matchups out there for him, and I think it is finally time to do a fight with Jairzinho Rozenstruik. These two have been circling each other for seems like years now, somehow never crossed paths. They both called each other out multiple times after wins, losses. For whatever reason, it's just not lined up. I think now is the time to go to that matchup. Both of them coming off main event wins. I think both exciting fighters at times obviously have knockout power, which is what makes them most exciting, and I'd love to see those two throw down in the heavyweight division. So Derrick Lewis putting life back into his career now, the 1-4 slump, I guess, behind him for the time being. We'll see what he can do. He says he's in his prime. He'll have more chances to show it going forward.